A customer just brought in this Dell laptop saying that they were running out of storage, so let's go ahead and check it out for them. After taking a quick look, we can see that the space that's currently available for the customer is only about a single gigabyte left free. So in order to fix this, we're going to clone the customer's 256 gigabyte SSD over to this 1 terabyte Western Digital Blue SATA M.2 SSD. In order to do this, we're going to need two things. First, an external M.2 SSD enclosure and a flash drive that has a Cronus True Image loaded on it. After placing the 1 terabyte drive in the drive enclosure and plugging it in and then plugging in the USB with the Cronus loaded on, we can then fire up the system and pause the startup process by pressing F12. This then allowed us to go ahead and select the USB flash drive as our boot device, and once loaded into a Cronus, we could then select Tools and Utilities and then select Clone Disk. Once in the cloning system, then we can select the old SSD as our source and set the new SSD as our destination. After letting that run for a while, the clone is now complete and we can now get this drive installed in the system. To do that, we first have to remove the 8 screws on the bottom of the laptop, which then can be lifted off, exposing the internal components. With access to the drive now available, we can first disconnect the battery and then remove and swap out the SSD to the new drive and reassemble the system as it was taken apart. After firing the system up, we were able to load right back into the customer's operating system, and we can see now that we have almost 700 gigabytes worth of free space on the system. And with this upgrade now complete, we can now get this back to the customer.